KHTS.com.
Good morning. My name is Shane Kutchell with your hometown station, KHTS 98.1 FM, AM 1220. Now, we've got a few special guests in the studio this morning, and it's going to be a really good time. But right before we get to that, there's some traffic on the 14 southbound freeway as you come up on the Newhall Avenue exit. Now, this is due to a flare-up. Flare-up right where the Elmsmere fire was extinguished. The good news is that crews are already on scene. In fact, they've been on scene since Monday, so they do have a good handle on it, and they're going to get that out quickly. But there is still some heavy but moving traffic as you come up on the Newhall Avenue exit on that 14 southbound freeway. So be prepared for delays in that area. Now, you know, traffic isn't always the most exciting thing, but this morning we've got something pretty awesome. And in the studio, I have Susan Russell, Executive Director of Safety Town. I have Adam White, David White, identical twins. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can certainly see that. But we're here this morning to present a couple of scholarships on behalf of the Santa Clarita Optimist Foundation and the Canyon Country Optimist Club to really congratulate and recognize Adam and David for their hard work with Safety Town. Now, before we can get to that, though, we should probably figure out and talk about what Safety Town is. Huh, Susan? So, Susan, good morning. Welcome in.
Thank you very much. Well, Safety Town started in 2015, and in fact, that's the first year that David and Adam began working as youth volunteers, as we call them, counselors in training, or CITs. Safety Town is a 1 week, 3.5-hour day safety education, injury prevention program that teaches children to evaluate safe from unsafe situations.
That's an awesome program, and so that's really cool that Adam and David were able to be there from the very beginning. So, Susan, you and I were talking, not only did they get to see the kids grow up, but you got to see them grow up as well. So it's probably been a really cool experience for everybody to grow during this, and, you know, the program grows as well, so that's really cool.
Right.
So that program is hosted right here in the community. You guys do this how many times a year?
We do it in July. We have 1 to 3 camps a summer. And fortunately, because of the COVID virus, we were unable to have the camp this summer. And graciously, KHTS was gracious enough to invite us and have this interview and enable us to give them their scholarships.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Safety Town, again, just a great program. It helps young children develop and practice, reinforce basic safety habits and rules under the guidance of a California credentialed teacher, safety education specialist, and with these trained youth volunteers, CITs, Adam and David. So just a really all-around good program to help young kids right in that 4.5 to 6 years old range be able to know better, help themselves figure out the good situations from the bad. So a really awesome program, and you guys have been there again since 2015, so you've spent a lot of time working there. Now, to get this scholarship, they had to write an essay, correct?
Yes, they had to write an essay, and they had to demonstrate their academic success. They had to include 2 recommendations from supervisors in some capacity, whether they were a coach, a scout leader, a leader at their school, an advisor, someone who could attest to their good match for a good fit for the scholarship.
So mom's good grace just wouldn't cut it on this. So you got to get some verified,
right.
some verified recommendations, some people really seeing you guys do the hard work, and you know it's pretty clear. You guys are very nice gentlemen. It's very easy to see in your introduction and coming into the studio. So I'm sure it's been a really good experience, especially for you, Susan, to really work with these 2 kids and see them do so well in the program.
Absolutely.
So now they wrote the essay, they've gotten the scholarship, and you know that's a significant amount, $750. That really helps and adds up. It may not feel like it now, but trust me, once you get to the student loans, paying off the student loans phase of your life, you might feel it a little bit differently. So it's always very helpful indeed. And David and Adam, let's get to you guys. Let's ask you a couple questions and kind of ask you about your time at Safety Town and really how it helped you and changed you. And first of all, how did you guys get involved with it? What made you want to get started? And we'll start with you.
I mean, we started mostly on the whim of trying to find a place to volunteer over the summer, and our mom showed us this during, I think, middle school, and so that kind of drew us in, like, oh, you know, this is an interesting week-long program that we can help join, and we're going to be working with kids, so that might give us a good opportunity perhaps for a future program each summer, and we kept going back after that.
That's really cool. And then for you?
Same story. I mean, when my mom brought it up to us, I immediately was interested just because it seemed fun to be working with kids in a summer camp type of situation, and teaching them the safety tips is obviously very important. So.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So it's cool that you guys got involved and you guys are just naturally drawn to that type of program and you wanted to put your time into that. So on a normal day during these camps, what does a CIT do? What does a counselor in training do for Safety Town?
I mean, it's a lot. It's mostly you're supervising the kids because we have a lot of other teachers who do a great job teaching them lessons and guiding them through the safety drills. But the CITs are really there to supervise the kids and have a connection with them and reinforce the lessons afterwards. Yeah, and on top of just relating to the kids, you also have to learn how to build a relationship with the parents so that they trust that their kids are going to a camp that's going to take care of them with CITs that are responsible and stuff.
Absolutely, because you guys are members of the organization. You guys represent them and you're teaching these kids how to take care of themselves in very real scenarios. So it's cool that you guys recognize the importance of that position. And while you guys were working, what was your favorite thing to do with the kids? What was your favorite activity?
Ooh, mine was probably snack time, just because that's when the kids got to sort of build relationships with each other a lot and talk over eating. So it was very fun to just see how they interacted and see what the little people they were.
Right, for the kids, not because you were hungry.
Not because I was definitely not hungry.
And then for you, David?
Or Adam,
I mixed it. Okay, go ahead.
The guests, when the guests would show up, just seeing their faces light up and then become drawn into, seeing whether it was a firefighter or a paramedic. It was just fun to see them be happy and very focused and learn something out of the camp.
That's really cool. That's an important thing. Making sure they're happy, seeing those smiling faces. It's really important for those kids to get that experience. Now, in what ways has working as a CIT changed you? What kind of lessons did you learn from teaching these kids, or maybe what did they teach you during your time at Safety Town?
Well, working with the kids, it allowed me to find a more philanthropic, I don't know if that's the right word, side of me, but it definitely, I wasn't doing it for money. I wasn't doing it for anything just outside of I wanted to volunteer and help the kids. So it definitely helped bring out the side of me that was into giving and helping the community. And so definitely that side of me was made during my time at Safety Town.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for me it was mostly that I figured out that I liked working with kids a lot, and that is probably driving my career choice forward, because I knew I wanted to go to medical school, but I wasn't sure what specialty I'd be interested in, and this is making me consider pediatrics a lot more.
Well, yeah, after I was reading up on it, and both of you are pursuing academic and future careers involving children. Adam, you're going to be going to UC Berkeley. You want to become a pediatric surgeon. And David, you're going to be attending UC Davis to study economics, so that way you can hopefully establish community nonprofit organizations very similar to Safety Town. So it's clear that this program really made an impact on you guys, and very organically, too. Like you said, you didn't really have any intentions going into this, but it's something that made a big difference, and it's really impacted you. And that's really cool. Helping the kids is awesome. My mom's a first grade teacher, so I've got a soft spot for the people that like to look out for the youth in the community. So, all right, what would you say to somebody who is considering joining Safety Town, or someone who's about your age wanting to make a difference in the community?
Go out there and make a difference. Be a leader. Work hard. Don't give half, give your all. It's a small period of time, but really make it worthwhile, because while to you it might be a week, to the kids it's going to mean a lot more than that. Yep, very well said. Just put yourself out there, do it, be diligent, and it'll be very good.
You guys are making me want to get out there, because you guys are so committed, so passionate about what you did, and in such an honest and true way, and that's really awesome. Thank you guys for doing what you've done, and Susan, I'm sure you can attest to just how hard they've worked and just the level of care and passion they put into this program.
Well, I can tell you that Adam and David epitomize the effective characteristics of the CITs, or counselors in training. They're responsible. They've demonstrated leadership. They are very committed during the time they are there and over the span of years. You can count on them. They've demonstrated a lot of integrity and enthusiasm that really sheds off onto the other, or shares with the other CITs, and that really helps. They're good role models, not only for the children, but they're good role models for the other CITs as well. So I'm so pleased that they're receiving this today.
That's awesome. And like you said, we're happy that we can give you the opportunity to give it to them. The program didn't happen the way it usually did. In fact, it didn't really happen this year.
No.
But nonetheless, we can still recognize you guys for the awesome work that you've done. And I'm sure if there had been a program this year, it wouldn't have been any different in terms of your commitment, your dedication, and level of enthusiasm for what you're doing. So congratulations, you guys. Congratulations on that scholarship. Now, I have just a few important questions before we go. Very important. Which one of you is smarter?
I would say me,
Okay.
but I don't want to brag, so I'm going to say Adam.
All right. David, any words?
It's Adam, but I'm not gonna
want to say
anything.
me.
I'm not gonna add to this.
You know, I just assumed that you would pick yourself, so you mixed me up with that one. All right, which one of you is better looking?
I'm gonna have to take. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. I mean, we're identical, so depends
right.
on the time of day.
Taking the honest way out, I like it. Just having a little bit of fun with you guys at the end. Again, thank you so much for coming in. We're happy that we can give you this opportunity to be recognized and to really, let you guys know that you've done a good thing for the community. So good luck. You guys are both pursuing great dreams, great goals. I wish you the best, and Susan, I'm sure you do the same.
Yes, I do. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for all the work you've done over the years and being so special people.
Yeah, you got it. Thank you again to Susan Wells. Thank you again to Adam and David White. Again, this has been the Santa Clarita Optimist Foundation and the Canyon Country Optimist Club with the Safety Town program presenting these scholarships today. So again, thank you guys for coming in, and we're glad that we could do this for you. We're going to get back to some music, back to some commercials. It's all right here at your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 12.